All right, we are on our way now to go drop off packages number 17 and 18 right now at the post office. So I think dropping off these packages almost every day for the past couple weeks. I've been kind of a regular at the post office. They see me coming in, they're like, ground advantage? I'm like, yep, that's me. All right, let's go do this. All right, so this is going to be the first update on Ginkgofest USA 2025. This project has been so exciting to put together. And so actually, if you're coming into this video fresh and don't know anything about Ginkgofest, I'm sending these little ginkgo seedlings to anybody out there in the United States that wants one. They're free. If you want to pay for shipping, you can, but you don't have to. The only thing I ask is that you take some pictures, or if you want video, and send it to me, maybe a couple times a year so that we can all follow along and see how everybody's seedling is doing. But if you want one of these, send me an email. Here's my email right here. And you can become part of Ginkgofest because I still have some seedlings available. So yeah, for the past few weeks, I've been sending out packages, sending lots of emails. I know I have become a regular at my local post office. I walk in and they're like, they know exactly what I want to do. So that's been a really fun experience. And I've really enjoyed actually packing up all these little seedlings and shipping them out. Yeah, we have trees all over the United States right now. We have trees in Washington State. We have them in Minnesota, Ohio, in Indiana, Arkansas, let's see, New York, Connecticut, Alaska even. Our good friend Billy, the bald Yeti, even has one up in Alaska. So I'm so happy with the response that it's been getting from everybody. So much positive feedback. I just want to make a little shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube bonsai community. You guys are all awesome. It's been such a positive experience. Yeah, I'm just super grateful for what's going on out there. You guys are great. So something that I've added to every package that I've kind of been keeping a little bit of a surprise is every package I'm adding 4 ginkgo seeds as well. Now these seeds are not from the same tree as the seedling. These 4 seeds are from another ginkgo tree that I recently discovered in my area. So today I figured it would be a good opportunity for me to jump back in time, see the time when I was starting to collect all these little ginkgo seeds. So let's jump back in time real quick. All right, so I'm here at a park. I'm just going for a little walk here, and I noticed that this tree here that I've seen in the past, it's a ginkgo biloba. If you look over here, you can see that there's actually some ginkgo seeds on the ground. So I got some zippy bags here and a couple paper towels because I don't want to touch these things because they smell pretty bad. So I'm going to just snag them here, and let's grab some of these and put them in a little zippy bag. So here is our seeds in a little bag there. I got a couple handfuls of just the fruit itself with the seeds. So yeah, we'll see if we can get anything from these. Yeah, look at that. That is a beautiful tree. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of its leaves already, but you can see it's a beauty. All right, and we are back in February 2025, and in this bag here, I have the ginkgo seeds that I collected that day, and I actually cleaned all of the gunk and the fruit off of the seeds already, so these are nice and clean. So let's crack this open and see what they look like. So for all of you in Ginkgofest USA 2025, these are all the brother and sister seeds of the ones that you got sent. So here we go. Look at them all. All right, so what do we got to do? The first thing we do is Let's take all of the seeds and move them to the side. So we take one of these paper towels and let's just get that wet real quick. All right, now we have a damp paper towel, and we're just gonna take a bunch of these seeds and plop them on right here. They still are a little stinky. I like to equate it to smelling like fermented Parmesan. Not the greatest smell. You see a little bit of the gunk still on that one right there. So yeah, what I also like to do is sprinkle some cinnamon on top of it. This will help prevent it from molding too much. So just put some cinnamon there. We will wrap these up. And we'll just put them right into the Ziploc bag. Same for these over here. So yeah, we just repeat that process. I'm actually going to keep some of these available for anybody else that wants to do Ginkgofest 2025. So yeah, that's basically it. Now, another thing you want to remember to do is to label this. Too many times I have germinated seeds and I'm like, I don't need to label this. I know what this is. And then 6 months down the road, 3 months down the road, you're like, oh man, I have no idea what this is. So label them. So if you have stickers to put on the Ziploc bags, that's good. If not, just write out a piece of paper, and then I just like to tape it right on. So there you go. Now you know when these were germinated, and these can just go in a warm area and hopefully they will germinate. And yeah, that's it. So all of you with Ginkgofest USA 2025 seeds, that's all you got to do, and just put this in a warm area and it's good to go. So here in front of me, we have all of my remaining ginkgo seedlings. I believe I have 15 here that are still in dormancy, and another 4 that have recently woke up. Now the 4 that woke up, I'll probably keep here for myself because not exactly the best time of year to ship out seedlings that are already awake and ready for the spring and summer. So today I figured it'd be a good idea to do our first official Ginkgofest USA update, because people are getting their packages in the mail and they've been sending me pictures and posting their own videos. So let's start it. All right, so to start it off, we are going to work from the west to the east. So to kick everything off, it's going to be Billy, otherwise known as the Bald Yeti, up in Alaska. So one of the things I had to do when sending these packages is keep an eye on the weather for each location. Now the ginkgos can handle a decent amount of cold. I believe they survive in zones 3 through 9, but these are only 1-year-old seedlings, so I wanted to make sure they weren't getting exposed to super cold weather this time of year. So I saw there was a little window of warmer weather coming to Billy's area in Alaska, so earlier this month I shipped out his package trying to hit that window. He also sent me this video here, so let's play that back. So you can see the seedling here, still with the plastic bottle on top of it. He said the soil was still a little frozen from the travel from Pennsylvania to Alaska, but I have a feeling that that the ginkgo will survive. And sure enough, here you go. You can see that's the seedling is starting to bud out a little bit. So that's great. That's fantastic. And you can see up there in the corner, I sent Billy one of the Dreaming of Bonsai stickers. Unfortunately, I didn't realize how many I have, so only a few of you guys were able to get the stickers. And for those of you who didn't get a sticker, I'll be sending out some letters with stickers in there. So sorry about that. I miscalculated how many stickers I have. So, and look here, now we have some baby leaves popping out. So that is fantastic. So obviously the frozen soil wasn't too big of a deal for it, and the ginkgo survived. So yeah, super excited for that. Also, I'd recommend going over to Billy's channel and subscribing to him, because he does a lot of great videos where he'll follow the progress of a tree from about a year or maybe even more sometimes, to see how it has developed over the years. So yeah, looking forward to more updates from Billy and to see if those seeds germinate for him. Thanks a lot, Billy. So next up we have Alex from Washington State. And I sent Alex's package probably about a week, or maybe a week and a half ago. And the package arrived safely and was told that everything looked good. And Alex shared with me this video that I will play for you right now. So yeah, looking really good, and we will look forward to more updates from Alex in the future. Next up, we have David, also from Washington State. So David said his package arrived safe and sound, so no issues, so that's great to hear. He sent me this photo with the ginkgo with some other ginkgo seedlings he bought last year. He said he was thinking about putting it into a forest, but the ones he bought last year are a little bit bigger than the one I sent, so I'm guessing he's going to have to rethink that. But looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with it. Looks good, David. So next up we have John from Washington State as well. John has a YouTube channel, which I will put right here and link down below. And earlier this month, John got his package in the mail and sent me these videos here on what he's gonna do with his seedling.
Hey Dave, look what I just got in. Yeah, that's really well packaged. That's yeah, very well done. Yeah, it looks nice and snug in there. Nice and happy. I will probably transplant this on when the buds start swelling. I'll get this in something new. If I put it outside, I'll probably bury it. I'll look at the drainage holes. If it's got good drainage holes, I'll bury it up to the rim and leave that alone until the buds swell, and then I'll do my regular repotting. And yeah, your thank you for your note. The extra ginkgo seeds, that's pretty exciting. Um, I'm let's see how many is in here. 2, 3. I think 4 or 5. I can't quite tell. I think 4. I did try before. I did try, and I only have one ginkgo. Most of mine rotted out. Actually, 2 came up, but one kind of gave up the ghost, wilted, and died. And then the other carried on, and I've had that for, I want to say it's like 3 years old. I grow all my bonsai trees in pots, and so they don't get big very fast. Okay, hear me out, because I did do something. Um, I actually pruned the top off. Reason being is because the energy is still stored in the roots. I will top this off with soil, but the energy is still in the roots. So when these swell, I'm guessing at the end of this month, maybe early March. That's why I pruned it now. I don't want to prune when these are, swollen up. So when these swell, then I'll do the root pruning. Once I know the energy has put itself up here, then I'll work down here. I prune now because the energy's down here, not up here. So I don't really know this style yet, but I'm hoping I'll get some direction changes there. And yeah, I won't be able to work on this until those swell. And the idea is I don't want to just go all the way up here. I mean, you have that one, and that one, which I might do, but if I'm thinking I might be a little more conservative. So I will probably, when these swell, I'll probably go down here and cut here. And these are pretty nice. These can be on the surface. You can have that and then those on the surface. If I stick with that, I'll eventually get rid of this root right here in the little crotch right there. Maybe, but I'm definitely going to do this year. And then on previous years, when I look at this, I'll either keep this root base and get rid of that one, or on a previous year, I'll come up to here and then keep that one, and that third one. So that's a nice plane right there. So yeah, just to hear over this year, and that'll help balance it out. So once I take those roots off, it won't have to push, the remainder that it had. It won't have to push all that. So I'm pretty confident that was the right move. Yeah, get it started on the right track. Balance that root pruning I'm going to do in the future with how much it can push. So yeah, I feel pretty confident about that. So I know it's kind of scary. You just sent me that and it was here, but don't worry. She's in good hands. I haven't lost any trees to my own mental learnings. I have lost trees to animals, but that's that's a different story. But yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's a pretty decent cut there, John, but I'm sure it'll be just fine. Yeah, John also told me that unfortunately he did try to germinate some of his seeds, but one of them got eaten by some animals out there. So hopefully the animals won't go after the rest of them and you'll be able to germinate some of the other ones. And yeah, go check out John's YouTube page. He has lots of great videos talking about all his bonsai work. So another great channel to subscribe to. All right, so next we have Ben from the YouTube channel Bonsai Northwest. So Ben is from Idaho and has a fantastic YouTube channel talking about all his bonsai work. A lot of great information if you go check out his channel. So Ben got his package in the mail this month and posted a video about it on his channel. I'll put a link in the description here so you can watch the whole thing. So he said he's going to try and germinate the ginkgo seeds I sent his way. So Ben, I hope you have good luck with the seeds and good luck with your ginkgo seedling. I know it's in excellent hands over there. And again, go follow Ben's channel, Bonsai Northwest. A lot of great stuff over there. All right, so coming from Minnesota, we have Dave from Dave's Bonsai. So Dave's YouTube channel, Dave's Bonsai, is an amazing source of bonsai knowledge. He's always posting videos, working on his bonsai, walking through the woods, and he also has a fantastic project that he's working on called Bonsai Acres. So Dave gave me a cool shout out on one of his live videos recently as he and I believe it was Steve from Steve's Backyard Bonsai talked a little bit about Ginkgofest. So that was pretty awesome. So Dave has a really big event that he's been building towards this year called the YouTube Bonsai Expo. And it's going to be a all-day event. It's going to be live streamed on YouTube, and I believe it'll be July 26th. So definitely check that out. There's gonna be a ton of great bonsai hobbyists, professionals, that type of stuff. So it'll be a ton of fun. And he actually asked me to be part of it, so I'm sure I'll be participating in whatever way he'd like. So Dave got his package in the mail this month and also posted an unboxing video on his channel. I'll link that down below for the full video or up in the corner here. So yeah, good luck with your ginkgo seeds and seedlings, Dave, and we'll keep an eye out for any future updates. So next up we have Kevin from Minnesota. So Kevin sent me this really cool spreadsheet that breaks down all of the details from when he got his package to where it's at right now. So we see right here, he got the package in the mail, and then he cracked it open and got the seedling out with a little bag of seeds there. And now he said he has it chilling out in his cold frame until the spring when he's going to do some work on it. So yeah, thanks Kevin for that. We appreciate it and look forward to seeing more updates in the future. And next up we have Shunyong from Minnesota. So he got his package about a week ago and said that he hasn't got a chance to work on it yet, but sent me these pictures here that shows that safe and sound. So thank you for those photos, and we look forward to more updates in the future. So next up, let's work our way east across the United States to Missouri with David from Classy Bonsai. So David has a fantastic YouTube channel where he does a lot of bonsai work. He also creates a lot of custom pots. He also does some great videos of him going out trying to find some Yamadori trees. So definitely check out his channel. And one thing that was really cool is that he actually sent me one of his pots recently that I posted on a previous video. But yeah, super grateful for that pot. We'll definitely cherish it. So when David got his package earlier this month, I believe it was, he posted an unboxing video over on his YouTube channel. It looks like his seedling arrived safe and sound, and he's going to start germinating the little ginkgo seeds as well. So he said he's going to keep his seedling in his greenhouse with the rest of his trees, and said that later this year he'll put it in the ground to let it thicken up, which that's a really good idea. It'll definitely get a big boost of energy by doing that. So yeah, excited to see how it'll do, and I'll put a link down in the video description below so you can check out the full video that he posted. And next up we have Wally from Arkansas. So I sent Wally's package out. I believe Wally's was the first package I sent out, and he said he received it safe and sound, no issues. He said he's going to leave it in the same container for now, but if it's doing well, he'll slip pot it into a slightly larger container. And he also sent me this picture of his ginkgo, which looks like it's just basking in the sunlight there. So thank you for that. So I also wanted to give a big shout out to Wally for not only paying for his shipping, but paying it forward to pay for the shipping for another person. So that was really appreciated. That was really cool. Recently, Wally also sent me this picture of his ginkgo waking up from dormancy. So that's pretty awesome. Looks like he put a little bit of wire on there as well, giving it a little bit of movement. So yeah, looking good, Wally. And we look forward to seeing more updates in the future. All right, so next up we have Rack from Tennessee with the YouTube channel Budget Bonsai. So Rack has a YouTube channel where, as you can guess, he focuses on creating bonsai on a budget. And that's something that I definitely relate to, because most of my trees are trees that I discovered growing through the cracks of sidewalks, or growing them from seed and just nurturing them until they're grown to what they are today. So yeah, if you want to create bonsai on a budget, go check out his channel. So Rack received his package a little bit ago and posted an unboxing video on his channel. So I'll link that down below so you can watch the whole thing. It looks like the seedling arrived safe and sound, and he was able to repot it into a new pot. So yeah, looks great, Rack. It's good to go for spring. And Rack is actually going to be sending me one of his tripods that you can see in the corner there. So as soon as that comes in, I'll make sure to pick a tree and plop it into the new pot. So thanks for that, Rack. Next up from Indiana, we have Kevin, otherwise known as Deciduous Snurb. So Kevin told me that his seedling and his seeds arrived safe and secure, and said he is going to continue to stratify the ginkgo seeds in a fridge and will plant them around April. He recently sent me this photo of a seedling outside, so yeah, it's looking great, Kevin. It looks like it's going to start busting out some leaves any day now. Also, Kevin sent me a package of some seedlings recently that I'm super excited for. So sometime in the near future, I'll share a video of me potting them all up. So stay tuned for that. So thanks for that, Kevin. So next up, we have Travis from Georgia. So I sent out Travis's package just a few days ago, so we'll come back to Travis in the future for an update on his tree. Next up from Virginia, we have Taco from Taco's Bonsai. So Taco has a great YouTube channel where he does a lot of the same things that I do. A lot of repots, a lot of prunes. Yeah, another great bonsai channel to check out. So I'll put a link down there below to check out some of his videos. So Taco told me his package arrived safe and secure. So we will stand by for any updates when his seedling wakes up or if he has any luck with those seeds. So looking forward to that, Taco. All right, next up we have Patrick from Ohio. So Patrick said his seedlings and seeds arrived safe and secure. He recently sent me this photo saying that it's been living in one of the beds close to his house with a few other trees. And the only thing he's done until a spring repot was place some mulch around it. So yeah, we'll stand by for more updates when his seedling wakes up or if he has any luck with those seeds. Next we have James from Pennsylvania. So I sent James's package about a week or so ago. No updates yet, so we'll come back to James in the future for an update on that one. Next we have my nephew Dom from Pennsylvania. So I gave Dom his ginkgo sometime last year, but since it's from the same brother and sister group of the seedlings that I'm shipping out to everyone, he's part of Ginkgofest as well. And he recently sent me this video of his seedlings, so let's go take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Dom. I'm Dave's nephew. Right now I'm in my mudroom where I'm keeping my ginkgo. Keep it in this 5-gallon bucket. It made its way all the way to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I got a nice rock and a little trinket in there, so I'm keeping it in here as the weather's cold, but when it gets warmer I'm going to put it outside and keep it in this 5-gallon bucket. Did pretty good last summer, so we'll see what happens now. Thank you.
All right, looking good, Dom. I'm excited to watch this one grow in the future, and maybe we can make an update video together next time I come over to your place. Next up, we have Caitlin from Pennsylvania. So I work with Caitlin at my job, and fun fact, she was kind enough to share some of the boxes I was using for shipping out all these packages, so thank you for that, Caitlin. We appreciate you here. So Caitlin's keeping her ginkgo at her desk at our office. And as you can tell, this one's already awake and out of dormancy, so we'll see what this one looks like in a couple months. All right, and from New York, we have Andrew from Buffalo Bonsai. So Andrew has his own YouTube channel, which I definitely recommend you check out. He's a great guy. He works on a lot of short form videos over on his channel. So lots of videos of him working on his tree, so go check it out. So when Andrew got his package a few weeks ago, he posted an unboxing video on his YouTube channel, and I'll link that down below so you can watch the whole thing. It looks like his seedling arrived safe and sound and even compared some pots that he might be using in the future. And recently he sent me some photos saying that a couple of his ginkgo seeds even started to germinate, so that's super exciting. So can't wait to see those develop, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what you get in the future, Andrew. And from New York, we have Steve from Steve's Backyard Bonsai. So Steve has a huge selection of trees in his bonsai collection and is always sharing fantastic videos of him working and refining his trees. Some of his penjing, oh my gosh, are amazing. A wealth of bonsai knowledge over there. So a few weeks ago when Steve got his package, he did an unboxing video over on his YouTube page. So I'll link it down below so you can watch the whole thing. So it looks like his package arrived safe and sound, and he said that he was going to start germinating the seeds. And he also posted another video recently where you can see that his seedling is starting to wake up. So that's awesome. Super happy for that. It's great seeing that these are surviving the travel from point A to point B and not getting frozen out in the elements there. And he also shared a video of him starting to plant the seeds in some dirt. So I'll link that video in the description as well so you can check out the whole thing. And yeah, go check out Steve's page. It's one of my favorites. All right, and next up we have Mike from Connecticut. So Mike's seedling arrived a few weeks ago, and he sent me this photo of his ginkgo hanging out on his propagation shelf. And then about a week ago, he sent me this updated photo showing his seedling came out of dormancy and starting to leaf out. So that's awesome. It's so great to see all these ginkgos leafing out. One of my biggest fears was that these little trees wouldn't make it. So that's amazing. You can see he up potted it a little bit to a bigger pot and said that the soil he's using is a 1-to-1 mix of happy frog and perlite. So looking great there, Mike. So yeah, that's all the updates for today. It's an amazing feeling seeing all these trees spread across the United States and seeing all the different things that everybody's trying out with it. Not everybody's doing the same thing. So this will be an exciting project to see. And at some point, I'm going to have to actually work on my own trees as well. So before we wrap this up, I have my oldest ginkgo that I want to prune up. And this could be a kind of look in the future in a way for some of these little seedlings. So let's go take a look at that. All right, and next up we have my oldest ginkgo biloba. Now this is one I picked up at the Carbon County Plant Fest in, I believe it was spring of 2023 from Thirsty Boot Farms. At that time they said it was about 3 years old, and I think this one is going into its 5th growing season. So yeah, this one's getting up there in age, and I did do a repot on this and a prune last year. And even though I just did a repot on it, I think I want to do another repot on it this year because when I pruned it up last time, I didn't go super crazy on the roots. I left a little bit on there, and I want to take a look and see what's going on because I put this in a bigger container hoping that it would put on a lot more growth, and it did put on a lot more growth. But I want to make sure that the roots are on a good path. So what I want to do today is I want to repot this, and I also want to do a prune on this because it's still a little bit tall, and I think I want to bring it down even more. As you can see, the tree is starting to wake up. It is coming out of dormancy, and we got some fresh leaves popping out on the bottom here. Got a little bit of growth happening up at the top. So this is the perfect time to do any type of root prune or branch prune. So let's get at it. All right, so the first order of business today is we're going to do a little bit of branch pruning. So if you see down here, we have these 2 branches coming out at the same spot. And I think what I want to do is I want to eliminate one of those branches. And I think it's going to be this one right there because this one's already starting to put out some leaves. This one's a little bit green at the bottom too, so who knows? It might pop some leaves eventually, but I don't want to have 2 branches coming out the same spot. So I'm going to snip that back, leaving just a little bit of room for dieback. So there we go. There's that one. I might even try to put this in the ground. I doubt it'll do anything, but I might put it in a little pot and see if it'll sprout. So if you look here, we have a bud right here, a bud right there, a bud there, possibly a bud there. I think that might even be a little bud. And then here's all the growth that happened last year from the cut that I did. So I cut it off there, and all of this new growth popped out. So what I'm thinking is, this is still a little tall for what I want. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do a little bit of a riskier move this time. Riskier in my opinion, I guess. I guess it depends on what your opinion of risky is, but I want to cut it back to right here this year because I have this bud right here and this bud right here. And hopefully by clipping that back, we'll have growth coming out in the left and the right and get some more branching on here. And then we also have the safety net of this other little branch down here that still has buds on it. So if for whatever reason these 2 don't pop and it dies off, we have this one back here as our little safety net. So yeah, let's do a cut right here. All right, here we go. this is it. There we go. All right, so here we are. Not too bad, not too bad. It's basically a stick in a pot, but you gotta start somewhere, even at 4 to 5 years old. So yeah, let's take a look at these roots and see what's going on down there in the pot. All right, so I put some rooting hormone on the bottom of these two cuttings. I have one right there and this one here. So I put some rooting hormone on there, and we'll let this grow and we'll see what happens. If we get anything, cool. If not, no big deal. I've never really had luck with growing ginkgo from cuttings, but we'll try it out, see what happens. All right, and here we go. Time to get this thing out of the soil. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if I can grab it. Now I'm gonna massage this. Let me massage the sides a little bit first. Try to loosen up some of the roots in there. Anything that's stuck to the sides. And now let's see if I can palm it with my right hand. And slowly get this out. Whoa, there's a big chunk. All right, it's coming. All right. So, not too bad. Now the soil is a little bit wet, but I did water it, I believe, this morning. Soil looks good. I probably will reuse a lot of this soil. And let's clean this up and try to get most of the soil off of here. Let's do this. All right, so we have the roots here, and it put on a little bit of growth here, not too bad. I think we can trim up some of these surface roots a little bit. So let me just clean this up quick, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. So here's our root system. So one of the big things I want to do today is get rid of some of these surface roots here, like this one, this one, this one. Those are the big ones I want to get rid of. So let us start there. I'm going to clean up some of these nubs here. Now I'm hesitant to take this one back because that is the only one on this side, and it is a lot of root. So maybe we can't take that one back. We can definitely take this one back. And this little baby one. I think this one can go as well. Little root here we can take off. You can see down here at the bottom, there's some little white tips. I'm not sure if that's showing up, but little white tips are right here at the end of the roots. So you can tell it's in active growth. So we're just gonna snip some of these back. Just so we don't have these super long roots. I was hoping to do a little bit more than this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to. I think I'm gonna have to keep it around here. yeah, so not as much as I was hoping to be able to do on this ginkgo today, but you know, it's all good. So yeah, compared to what this looked like last year, I think it is better. It's not a crazy amount of growth, but compared to what I cut it down to last year, it's not too bad. We're still missing a lot on this side here, but hopefully in time that will grow. And here's everything that we cut off today. I tried growing root cuttings last time, but I never got anything. However, I did prune this ginkgo when it was still dormant. That was kind of a foolish move on my part. I should have waited until it started to bud out. That was a bad move on my part. So I will try to root these cuttings as well. I'll do that off camera. I have to get some more soil in here, but I'm not super positive if they'll take or not, but you know, we'll try. Now, one thing that somebody pointed out last year when I repotted this is this little bit right here that is raised up. So here's the base right down here, and it's raised up probably about 1/2 inch. And they had mentioned that would probably be difficult for the water to drain out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this right here and make it just a really big drainage hole. So I'm going to do that off camera quick. All right, and just like that, we have a nice hole there. So thank you to the person that recommended doing that. I will put whoever it was right here. So thank you, appreciate that. Thank you for your comment from last year that I'm just now starting to do. So all right, so we have that, and I'm going to put a drainage screen in there. So this is a sizable hole here. So I'm going to just, I'm just going to keep that whole thing right there. All right, so let's fill this back up. All right, I think that will do. And I put just a little bit less soil in this time because last time it was right on the lip here, and I wanted it to be just about 1/2 inch below the lip of the rim of the pot here. So yeah, let me just get some water on this to test the drainage down there and to let the water settle a little bit into the pot. Let the soil settle into the pot a little bit. All right, here we go. Oh wow, that doesn't seem to be draining. Let me see what's going on with this thing. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to take a look at the bottom of this pot here because it doesn't seem to be draining, and I think that's because when I cut the bottom of the pot, now the drainage is way too flat on the ground, so I'm going to have to put little feet on the bottom of the pot here because it's not draining properly. So by putting some little feet or risers on the bottom, hopefully it will allow it to drain properly now. So yeah, that's it for this one today. I'm super happy with this, and hopefully we get a decent amount of growth this year. And for anybody out there that's doing Ginkgofest USA 2025, here's a little preview of what your seedling could potentially look like in a couple years, depending on how you choose to prune it. So yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. So thanks for watching.